guys, the grocery shopping has just arrived, but we're actually having a breakfast and some coffee, so we're gonna have that first before I get to putting that away. I'm just setting up a little production line here. Trevor is the bag labeler.
That's me.
And I'm just portioning everything out, putting it into the bags so it can go in the freezer. And the 2 carcasses I've put back in here, I'm going to make a stock with those this afternoon. And then the chicken wings, I've got a separate bag in the freezer that I just keep chicken wings in, because you have to have obviously quite a few chicken wings to make enough for a meal. So there's another 4 to go in the bag there. And this is it all portioned out, so I'll freeze these flat into the freezer and then they'll all go into one bag labelled salmon. So then I've got the chicken. I do the breasts separately because actually 1 breast between 2 is plenty. These are quite big breasts. And then the legs and the mackerel. I've just finished work and I'm on my way home. I've just bought myself a Starbucks through the Starbucks app, but it all went a bit wrong actually. I'm on my way to the greenhouse now to water, so I'll tell you the story once I get there because it's starting to rain. Okay, I'm here in the greenhouse now. So I walked past Starbucks on my way into work and I noticed that they had a sign up saying that the app was now active the first day that you could pre-order your drinks on the app and like skip the queue inside the store. And if you were one of the first 20 customers to use it today, you got a free goodie bag. I am like mental about goodie bags, so I was like, oh, I'll definitely do that. So off I went to work and I was cooking potatoes. So I had my Hasselback potatoes in the oven and it took me the whole time that they were cooking to get the app sorted out on my phone. Also the internet is pretty slow there. And I don't know, first of all, the first thing this morning Trevor told me, oh, Starbucks are doing the pumpkin spice latte, which I absolutely love. And I like it at this time of year when it's still warm because I like to get it in the Frappuccino. So I thought I'd be able to get one of those, but they weren't available to order through the app. And then somehow I managed to, because you have to top up the money onto your phone, I managed to top up twice, so I ended up putting £20 into the app, which I didn't want to do. So then I decided I would go for my tried and true, which is the caramel frappuccino. That's my favourite, but I like it with coffee in, and I somehow ordered it with cream. So it was a bit of a pain. I did get the goodie bag, but there was I was able to walk straight in and get that, but there was loads of kids there because I think they've got like the chocolate chip lava java or whatever it is out today. And they were ordering that, so it was just a big hassle to say, oh sorry, I wanted coffee in this. But it didn't work out exactly as planned. I think there's a cookie in the goodie bag though, but I'm going to open that properly once I get home. I'm just going to get watered here. So this is what was in my Starbucks goodie bag. One of these plastic reusable cups. I think you actually get a discount on your drinks, Trevor says, if you reuse those. I usually have the Frappuccino then, though. I got this little card, just says they're one of the first stores to use the app. A little sample of coffee, and then this is what I'm most excited about. It looks like a cookie. Let's see. Ooh, I think we will split that.
Oh yeah.
As it's raining, I'm planning on watching some Prison Break this afternoon, but first of all I'm just going to get the chicken stock on. So this is what I'm putting in with the chicken carcasses from earlier this morning. I'm adding ginger too, because this is mainly going to be used as a stock to go with ramen. And then I'm going to put in white ground pepper, turmeric and coriander. At the back here I've got some spring onions. These are like the bulb part. They're left from last night because I made a salsa last night and used the stem part. And tonight I'm going to do spinach and ricotta cannelloni, and I'm going to chop those up and put those into it. So I'm just prepping tea now. I thought I would get it out of the way and then I can get the kitchen all tidied down. In here I've got some ricotta. And those spring onions diced up, some Italian herb, some nutmeg and some white pepper. There's a little bit of red pepper too. And then in this cheese grater I've got Parmesan cheese, that's going to go in there. And I'm also just going to kind of dry fry some spinach and squeeze all the liquid out of it, dice it up and put that in here. And then stuff it into the cannelloni tubes. This is the spinachy mix, so I'll put that into these cannelloni, and this is the liquid that I squeezed out of all of that spinach. There's a little bit of spinach left in there, but I'm going to use that in the sauce. I'm going to do like a tomatoey sauce, but I thought I'd just add that to it because there's a lot of nutrients in there. That's all the liquid that came out of the spinach, and I dry fried it. I didn't add any liquid. That's just how much liquid there is in a bag of spinach. My chicken stock has simmered right down, so I'm going to strain it off now and then leave it to cool so I can skim the fat off at the top. So I've picked as much of the chicken out of there as I can. I've got quite a bit, enough for a chicken fried rice, which is good. There probably is maybe a little bit more chicken, but I'm always worried about the tiny bones in the last little bit. And then I've got my stock underneath, which I will sieve again, I think, to get a few of those bits out. But for now, I'm just cooling it off so I can get that fat off the top. And this is the cannelloni. I've just covered it over. I was just talking on the phone to my mom and filling it up at the same time. But actually, the cannelloni, it didn't work so well for being put in the fridge because it's split up the side. You'll probably see it once it's all cooked anyway. The pasta shells like split in the fridge, so probably wasn't a good idea to make that in advance. It freezes fine, so it's funny that it did it in the fridge. Maybe it was a bit drier inside or something, I don't know. But this is going in the oven now, and I might put cheese on it just before it's done to like bubble up, but I'm going to check how much cheese we've got. There's already quite a lot of parmesan in it. I think I've got time to watch a little bit more Prison Break while that is doing its thing in the oven. So I've seen Prison Break before, actually when it was on TV, so that was a good long time ago, but I don't think I ever got round to watching the final season of it. So it's all on Netflix, and I thought I would go back to the start. We've actually just restarted our Netflix because we finished it, just cancelled it a while ago because we thought that we weren't really using it that much because we didn't have a series that we were currently watching. But actually, I really missed it, and it turns out I watched quite a lot of, well, I've watched all of the documentaries, actually, the foodie kind of documentaries that they have. I often watch something in the afternoon on it, so we decided to start it up again. And we're also watching the new series of Fargo, and I'm watching that Stranger Things and the, what's the other one, the hip hop one. I was telling you about this last week, I think, and I couldn't remember what it's called. I'll put it in anyway. So I'm going to watch a little bit more of that. I also have been I'm making some little cards to go in my planner to put my cleaning routine on, because I'm not actually that good at getting all my jobs done every day. So I already had this big one which is written out quite nicely, but I wasn't really following it. So I thought, because I'm doing like a daily journal every day and writing a whole page in my diary, so I thought if I stuck one of these in like each day, so all my Monday jobs would be on it, and then I could move it to the next Monday after I'd done the jobs. I thought that might work, and if it doesn't, it's nice to just play with all my planner bits anyway. Are you filming me? I'm ready. These are like the most ridiculous oven gloves because they come up way too far. I'm ready, I'm ready, ready, ready. Okay. So this is tea. You can see what I mean about them splitting. They'd split before I put them in the oven. I didn't go ahead and put any extra cheese on top because I didn't think we needed it. I haven't gone for much of a side, just a little bit of lettuce, but the pasta and everything is kind of already in the cannelloni, so that's tea. These flowers from last week are still doing well. What I was actually trying to show you was the lights outside, but just get reflection. I'm off to bed now, guys, but I am going to have a secret question for today. How about, what's your favourite type of pasta dish? Mine isn't actually the cannelloni that we had tonight. It is macaroni cheese. But what's yours? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. But it's obviously pouring with rain, and neither of me nor Trevor wanted to go outside, so we threw it out the front door.